Hello. Welcome to the Noise Training Project.
In this video we are going to address into a proposal of curriculum development for acoustic technicians.
Environmental noise is defined as unwanted or harmful outdoor sound created by human activity, such as noise emitted by means of transport, road traffic, rail traffic, airport noise and industrial activity.
To contain the problem of noise and to work in the field of acoustics, the professional must have specific basic knowledge, established by law.
This means that not everyone can practice as an acoustician.
Yes, acoustician is a regulated profession and only who have skills in acoustics can practice it. Regulated education and training can consist of course of study, vocational training or training period or a professional practice.
Then, how does technician become expert in acoustician in Italy, Spain and Turkey, that are the countries partners of the project?
In Italy there is a national register of competent technicians in acoustics established by the Ministry of the Environment. It is necessary to have a bachelor's or master's degree in technical or scientific subjects. Generally, to work in acoustics, the technician must have passed a specific course with a defined program of 180 hours composed by 120 of theory and 60 of practice.
In Turkey, it is also necessary to have obtained a technical scientific degree as prerequisite for training as an acoustic technician. Technicians who want work in acoustics must frequent the training course given by the institutions defined by the ministry. There are mainly 6 different certificates of training that the technician chooses according to which works he will be able to perform. For example, prepare acoustic report, environmental noise assessment report, noise maps or action plans.
In Spain there aren't specific training requirements to exercise this kind of profession. There is a royal decree that take on noise, acoustic zoning, quality objectives and acoustic emissions but each region has the competencies to define how to improve this general purpose requirements. Nevertheless, not all of them have decided to define specific criteria.
So, in Italy there is a unique course that give the skills to do all the acoustic activities. In Turkey there are different courses to follow according to the several kind of acoustic works and in Spain there isn't a defined profile for the acousticians.
I seem to understand that the procedure to become technicians in acoustics is very much different among the 3 countries partners of NTP project.
Exactly. In fact, we thought that it was necessary to try to harmonize and improve the skills in acoustics for all the European staff who work in this field. Moreover, there is a need to achieve a dedicated course to teach only how to do noise measurements and audits. And there are also some training gaps to define noise management activities necessary for city managers. Now, I'm gonna talk to you about our curriculum proposal. We have therefore thought and defined 3 new professional figures who can have knowledge to practice acoustics at different levels throughout Europe. I present you the environmental noise technician, the environmental noise engineer and the environmental noise manager.
Are there different basic training requirements for becoming one or the other professionals?
Yes, anyone who has only secondary diploma can frequent only the course to become environmental noise technician. Who has a technical or scientific bachelor's degree can frequent the course to become environmental noise engineer, whereas the higher profession can be exercised only by people who have obtained a university master.
But do these 3 professionals collaborate together or have completely separate tasks?
All 3 types of professionals work together to play a decisive role in the control and the management of environmental noise, but at different levels. The role of environmental noise measurement technician is that to perform audit and noise measurements under the control of the environmental noise engineer. The main skills that he must have are the autonomy to perform noise measurements, the knowledge to write the audit report according to law requirements and the skill to communicate with the annoyed citizens from noise.
The role of environmental noise engineer is to support the acoustic managers of the local authority. He can be called in during legal disputes as a technical assistant and must be able to carry out assessments of building and room acoustics. He must have high skills in all theoretical and practical aspects of environmental acoustics and he must be able to design plans for monitoring the noise generated by different noise sources and then draw up maps, action plans or acoustic remediation.
The environmental noise manager doesn't have tasks to measure the noise, but its role is to obtain all the noise information from the engineer or technician and design operational plans to manage the noise, also being of support to political choices. Therefore, He must have very high skills in the design of noise monitoring activities, noise mappings, action planning and quiet areas. Moreover, he must have high communicative skills versus the citizens.
Therefore, which figure do I need if I have to manage and plan environmental noise management in a company or municipality?
You need to have the figure of the environmental noise manager in your staff.
And, if in my organization I need to perform a noise audit, who do I contact?
You can contact the environmental noise engineer who manages the audit activities and can collaborate with a technician for noise measurements tasks.
Let's give more examples. Let's consider strategic noise maps. In order to make the mapping, it will be the engineer who will have to know more about the calculation programs. However, the manager must be able to read and interpret the results. In order to decide on the noise mitigation measures to be applied, the engineer will need to have more practical knowledge, while the manager will need to have more in-depth theoretical knowledge. As far as communication skills are concerned, while the technician and the engineer must mainly interface with those who are disturbed by noise and those who generate it, the manager is requested to inform people about the problems of noise on a large scale, also promoting activities of direct involvement of citizens, workers and associations.
In summary, in our proposal technicians course foresee 78 hours, equally distributed between theoretical and practical hours. The engineer's course foresee an advanced theoretical and practical preparation, while the manager is trained essentially at a theoretical level. That's all for today.
You can get further information about curriculum development for acoustic technicians or Erasmus Plus project on the website. Or contact us.
Goodbye.